Y'all have been requesting F for a while, and there's only a few left, so let's do it. Per usual, we're going to start by boxing up the letter. We want the backbone and the top arm to be exactly the same width, and then the second arm can be shorter or thinner, or it can be like the top. Really up to you, whatever you want to do. Now that we've boxed up our letter, we need to identify the ends. So we have 3 ends here, the top arm, the middle arm, and the bottom of the backbone. And each of these ends needs a triangle on it. So we're going to add a triangle to each end, and we want the tip of each triangle to be aligned with the middle of the bar that it's in. Then we got to identify the main body of the letter. So that's the top arm and the backbone. That's the main body. And when the main body bends, we're going to connect the corners. So it goes along the top there, bends to go down. We have to connect these corners. Then we got to do the main middle line. So we're going to start at the tip of the top or bottom triangle and do a line that just goes through the middle until it meets with the other triangle. Then we got to connect the second arm with the body. So we're going to use a triangle to do that. And just do a triangle right here. It touches the middle line on the main body, and then we have to add a middle line through this piece. So we're just going to do a middle line from that meeting point right there to the tip of this end triangle. Now we've got all our line work done. We're going to use a top left light source, and I'm using this like lighter and darker turquoise. You can use any 2 shades of the same color, and starting with our lighter color, we're filling in everywhere where the light would be hitting from the top left. We're just going section by section. So this top arm, this section has a top and a bottom. We fill in the top. Then the backbone here has a right and a left. We're filling in the left where the light would be hitting. And then the second arm has a top and a bottom, and we're going to fill in the top where the light would be hitting. Now we're done with the lighter color, and we're going to grab our darker color and fill in everywhere else. These are all the areas on the bottom or the right where the light would not be hitting. Now it's time for highlights. I'm using like this light turquoise teal for this, and it's honestly not light enough. If you use colors, you want to use like a light shade of whatever color. And if you're using grays, you want to use white. You can use white for color as well. I just feel like it's too bold. And all we're doing is just adding very thin highlights to the whole entire edge of every light colored section. And then lastly, we got to do a drop shadow. So we're just adding a drop shadow to the exterior of the dark colored sections like this. And that's it. There's a beveled F.